Hey there,
Hey,
everybody. Good morning, race days and IPAs fans. Welcome
race
to the
days
Latte
and
Edition.
lattes.
Mm,
Little different today, Greg.
yes, very different. It took us 24 minutes to actually start this recording. This is for our listeners. We're trying something out. We kind of previewed this going into this coming season. We're going to be doing shorter clips, sessions with some of our most favorite guests. And, today we've got Eric with us, who is our on the ground
Correspondent.
reporter. He is he is the reporting expert here for race days and IPAs. And we're going to be talking a little bit about the marathon, not too much about the marathon, but mostly about the crowds. I mean, Aaron, you were out there for this year's
Yeah,
marathon.
not.
What kind of vibes did you get from the whole experience?
I had a completely different experience this year because Penelope was out with us. I stayed in Upper East Side and got breakfast right on First Avenue. Saw the elites run by, and then right after that, slowly the crowd started to hone in on the Upper East Side. And I think that's perfectly where we can pick up with Eric because his interviews were that horde of people coming
Mm.
from Brooklyn where mile 8, everybody is all happy go lucky, energized. They probably just saw their person for the first time. And then they start moving towards mile 16, 17, 18, that area in the Upper East Side. And I have to tell you, the crowds were crazy. The security was on point. They in years past, Greg, like there are people for every race that run through the course. Like they try to cross the street and try to run or dodge and get across to the other side. The police were not having it in the Upper East Side. They had people at every street. Barricades were actually put locked together so no one can get across. I had to go all the way up to like 100 and I was trying to get to 85th and First, Ryan's daughter, and I had to get all the way up to like 100 and something and then come back down. And I just met like I timed it perfectly to see Danny and as he was running by because he was super ahead of Jenna. So like I was stressed out. I thought I was gonna miss everybody because I couldn't get to the party.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's shift the attention. We've got a lot to talk about in our regular series, but for today, we're joined by Eric, our on the ground reporter for race days and IPAs. You do such a fabulous job. Eric, why don't you introduce yourselves to your fans? This is the
Thank
second
you.
time you've
Thank you.
joined the podcast.
This is the second time I joined, and both times were, I think, on the ground for the marathon. Hey, race days and IPAs. This is Eric reporting live from Bushwick, Brooklyn. Um, I've been part of the race days and IPAs family for a while, but I only actively started running about a year ago, actually. I think a year and 1 month to be exact. And it's been a wild ride. Putting one foot in front of the other was never was not an easy feat, but with the help of these boys and the whole energy from the crew and the group, we've had a really good year. And I absolutely love Marathon Sunday. I think it's one of the best, if not the best day to be a New Yorker, because it, despite all of the other dynamics of the city, of our personal lives, we come together, and the energy for these people that are doing something so monumental is incredible. And the part that I really love, I love being able to hear the stories of the supporters. Obviously, we talk about obviously the series talks to runners, you, Aaron, etc., Jenna, Eric, Danny, whatnot. But it's fun to get a different perspective on the other side of the cheering squad and of the cheering line. And I absolutely love being able to hear what other people have to say.
And you are so good at it. I've listened to these audio clips and our listeners are in for a treat. But why don't you take it over for us? Narrate where you'd like to start. I understand that you
Absolutely.
met a family on the Q train. And then you were talking to Jenna's family, and Mark as well along the way. So where would you like to start?
So I'm actually going to pause us before we jump into the clips, because a lot of my questions for fans, family, lovers, supporters, and whatnot actually stems way back. And for our listeners who have been avid runners and New Yorkers, there was a New York Times article in 2023 that talked about the New York City Marathon and how running is actually very hard for the other partner, the partner that does everything else. And it's super interesting to hear on the ground these supporters, these lovers, these families, friends, sisters, brothers, etc., being able to manage that. So in all transparency, I was a little primed by that article, and I reread that article this morning because it really is this juxtaposition between someone who is so passionate about what they're doing, the accomplishment they're about to go and achieve, the training, the blood, sweat, and tears that they need to go and put into this incredible feat, compared to what their partner has to do. And that partner can be you can be at the boyfriend girlfriend stage, you could be at the wife husband stage, or you could be at the father mother stage. There's so many different stages of life that you can be at while you're juggling this incredible Herculean feat. And some of the things from the article were like, oh, he only talks about his training route, or he's only so tired that he doesn't have enough time to do other things during the day, or oh, our schedules are all around his long run or her long run, and we're unable to go and do these things. But what I think is very cool, from now segueing into what I heard at this 2025 marathon, is yes, there are all those maybe frustrations and slight pain points, but there's so much love and support from these people. And I want to give a really big shout out to Jenna, who I hope is listening, because you didn't know that that I interviewed your family or your incredible boyfriend. So I hope I'm very much looking forward to you hearing what these people who love you really feel and think in the support that they've given you. And then this incredible family from New Jersey. I interviewed Megan, and I also interviewed his wife Laura. I think
Yeah.
his name was Steve, actually.
Steve, believe in Steve. Come on.
Believe in Steve. He's a first-time marathoner, 33 years old, and everyone could not be more excited. And I think so. Megan, the sister, you'll hear, she's over the moon for her younger brother. I cheekily ask everyone, does this person inspire you to go and run a marathon?
I
I don't
noticed that.
think there was a resounding yes from anyone that I spoke with.
No, but I love how you asked that, and then they're like, no, maybe they're like a half. Some say a half. Some say
A 5K.
Well,
5K. Right?
why don't we jump right into this first
All
event?
right, and we'll
And
jump in after.
since you mentioned WAGs, the husband wives, whatever the acronym would be,
Yes.
why don't we start with that script? You were at the Barclays Center and you did
Yes.
an interview of Mark. So let's give this a go.
So we were just with the beautiful family of Jenna Shipman, who has seen her near and far, but we are now with Mr. Mark, the person that has seen her in every aspect of high, low, running gear, to the gala, to the work, all of the things. How are you feeling on Jenna's behalf today?
I am feeling so proud and thrilled to watch her complete this journey of hers that she's gone through this last couple of months. And I want to shout out to the wives and gentlemen of the podcast.
Woo!
I want to be the first gentleman to represent our clan, but also shout out to all the wives supporting the men. If it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have gotten this far in the running journey for them today. So I wanted to give them a shout out as well.
Well, you deserve that same shout out as the G and WAG, my friend.
I do my best, but I'm just there to support Jenna with anything that she needs, and I couldn't be more proud for her to do this today.
What is something that has surprised you in the training block that you might not have known that Jenna could overcome or accomplish?
I think that just staying so disciplined in the routine of training, lifting, and running, and also the health aspect of the diet. She, really moved mountains to focus on this, and on top of her work schedule and her ever expanding social calendar, it really means the whole world to have everyone be with her today to support her.
That's fantastic. I'll ask you the same question as I asked the boys and the mama. Inspires you to go run a marathon?
I'm an athlete, but I'm a basketball player, and I will stay as a basketball player. No running for me. I will join the group forever at Ryan's Daughter post running on Thursdays, but I will not be partaking in a marathon in my future.
For those of our podcast listeners who don't know, Jenna and Mark live across the street from Ryan's Daughter, and Mark is truly an honorary member of Race Days and IPAs. Not only is he one of the best men that we know, but also his support for all of us runners is incredible, and we would not be here without him as well. So cheers to all of our wags.
Thank you so much, Eric, and I can't believe that we're here all today, and I love every one of the runners that are part of the Race Days and IPAs running group.
I paid him to say that.
No paid.
We're back.
Hey, so yeah, so you just heard Mark, very complimentary of not only our efforts or Jenna's efforts, but the support network around her.
I did catch that,
Absolutely.
and I liked he gave everybody a shout out.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
So Eric, and then the next conversation you had was with Jenna's immediate family. Why don't you
Yeah.
talk me through that? Like how did
It-
that all come together?
It was the word that's really been resonating with me is respect and discipline from what Jenna's family feels and what Jenna's family observed. She has an incredible relationship with her immediate family, and the love and support that you could just feel not only on the platform while I was interviewing them, but throughout the whole entire day was palpable. They could not be more proud of their big sister or of Jenna's mom, of her daughter. And they actually, what you'll hear very shortly, they actually did the 2-mile shakeout with Jenna the day before through Central Park, and the boys, her brothers, just felt the very cool, euphoric,
energy.
serendipitous beauty of Central Park. This is the culmination of the New York City Marathon. I sort of made it up. This is where the most energy is. You boys probably could tell me if it's better somewhere else. But for them to come in and run in the park, to feel everyone just sort of there. It's a spectator sport, people watching, energy, and they loved it. The next funny question that I asked is, would you go and run it yourself? And they unanimously said this makes them want to even run it less. So Jenna, props to you. You're doing something that your brothers would never in a million years want to do. But I think it is so cool that to have family members who observe you and see you and want to support you and recognize the efforts that these runners put in. And Jenna, your brothers mentioned things like discipline, being able to stick to training, diet, all of these things that we were all so fortunate to see as well. So huge shout out to you, Jenna, and I hope you are left speechless like your mother is. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Race Days and IPAs, the podcast on the move on the platform of the Q Trade. Today, we are with
Jared Shipman,
Sherry Wood,
Connor Shipman.
woo, and the Shipman family. Now, Shipman family, this is your sister and daughter's first time running the New York City Marathon, or a marathon. How are we feeling?
Little nervous, but very excited for her. She's so disciplined, and she's going to do it.
She absolutely will. Brothers?
I think she's prepared. She's going to kill it. We saw her at mile 8, not even breaking a sweat, so I have no concerns.
Yep, no concerns here. Just super excited for her to finish out.
Now, the question I asked you earlier, does your older sister's marathon running motivate you to run a marathon?
Motivates me less. I'm not doing it.
Same here. Yeah, no thanks.
Mom?
Never in a no.
One of the things that Jenna has demonstrated effortlessly and with great class is her perseverance through the whole training block. What are some of the things that you've seen her do or sacrifice or move mountains to accomplish in her training as her family?
I think she's just super disciplined. We went to a wedding with her this summer. She adjusted her running schedule so she could still have a good time, still be social, but also stick to her training.
I don't know how she did all the training and the work and keep her job and everything. She was great. She did it all.
Yeah, really just overall super disciplined with her schedule, her eating habits, her drinking habits, anything like that, just to keep up her health and get her to where she is today.
So I'm going to ask a cheeky question. Are you saying only nice things because you're being recorded right now?
No, I always talk about her this time.
That is the best answer. I mean, you can give your sister a little roast and you want to give your sister.
Well, we ran with her for 2 miles yesterday, and I said, I can't. I'm done. So I can't really talk to her.
What was your feeling running in Central Park? It is the epitome of the New York City Marathon. It is where it finishes. It's where you feel the most energy. It's the most iconic place in the city. What was it like doing the 2 mile shakeout with her yesterday?
Yeah, it was super fun, super relaxing. It was almost like euphoric feeling just running around Central Park with my sister as she prepares for the marathon. It was really fun.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like people watching. You feel like you're in a movie. So pretty cool. When we don't live here, we're not the locals.
That is wonderful. Last question. Anything else you want to say to her while we're waiting for the train to go watch her at mile 16?
Keep your head down, 1 foot after the other. Let's go.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, just super proud of you, Jenna. Can't wait to see you finish it. Aaron, we love you.
Woo!
See you at the bar.
Yes.
And we're back. Wow, that was a good one.
They're a really loving family, and they absolutely know the power of family and the power of support. So it was really cool to be able to interview them. And I jokingly said I paid them to say all those things, but they genuinely, they feel it and they love it and they felt it. And now I think there's and now we're back.
What I did like, like you said, they being removed because Mark is seeing the day to day. He's in the thick of it as the wag. But even as the brothers and mom, they could appreciate the dedication, like you said, and just to go through that with somebody, that journey, and see how they, Jenna specifically, she stuck to it from day one.
She
At
did.
the beginning of this, really at the beginning of this year,
Yeah.
and just to see it transition to all the way to her marathon block, and then have her succeed in every way on Marathon Sunday. It was just incredible.
Absolutely incredible. I'll give Jenna. I'll give Jenna a quick shout out. I think one of her unspoken goals was to run the marathon in less than 5 hours, which she did. And not only did she do that, she stopped at every cheering friend along the route. Had she not done that, she probably could have run it faster, or her time would have been better. And one of the things that I give her so much credit for is being able to enjoy the moment, to enjoy the people along the way, and to feel that love and to feel that energy, and to still run and crush her goal is so inspiring and so freaking, am I allowed to swear? Fucking cool. So it was really, really impressive.
Undoubtedly. And, she is an inspiration. She's up, the runner that's up for one of our prestigious awards this year, runner of the year, 100%. She has my vote. I'll break that news here.
Well, okay. Why don't you tee up then, Eric, the final of the interviews? This was on the Q train, and you met some random people, very, very quintessential, like it felt like runner family dynamics there. Why don't you talk through it?
Yeah, so I met this incredibly awesome, loving family, the sisters, I don't know if it was a husband or boyfriend, but then the wife of the runner, Steve, and they're from New Jersey. This is Steve's first time running a marathon. He's 33 years old. And it was very cool, again, to hear the inspiration of a brother, but also of a husband. So getting that perspective, again, very similar to Jenna's family. But what really struck out, there are a few things that really struck out to me. One, Steve did the qualifying 9+1 to get into the New York City Marathon. And his sister calls this out as something that she just saw the determination that he wanted to do that. He stuck it out. He did all the races. He did all the volunteering. And that was inspiring. And nothing was surprising to her. She knew that he could do it. So there was that sibling familial love that just sort of resonates through the interview. And then the thing that I really love about Laura, so you'll hear Laura, the wife, I ask how she feels, and her first two words were, I feel excited and also relieved. I'm sure other WAGs on this podcast can also feel and empathize with the same two words. And I asked her what her highs and her lows were during this training block. Again, we go back, I really resonate, or I really was grounded in that Times article from 2 years ago about it's not just a single sport, but it's really a team sport to go and run a marathon. And so her low, as you'll hear, is he was so dedicated that sometimes he didn't really have time and energy and capacity to go do maybe more coupley things. But the high is seeing him today, is all of the combination of his hard work being able to be demonstrated in this incredible race. And one thing that I asked her that I absolutely love is a piece of advice that you would give to a WAG. And I'll repeat it now, and you'll hear it directly from her, is always have a sense of humor, operate as a team. We're doing this together, or we've got this, or we've got training to do this. I think there's a sense of ownership among the unit. And that the last one is she makes her partner laugh every day. So if you can do those three things, I think you might be golden.
I really wanted to say that from Bridgerton. They said that Bridgerton, they say, hello, gentle readers, but I'm going to say hello, gentle listeners. We're on the Q train, which is a wonderful train that goes express once we get into Manhattan. It's very slow now. But we're with these New Jersey people who are cheering on their brother, Steve. And I'm with, who are you again?
Megan.
Megan, the sister. Tell me, how are you feeling on Marathon Sunday?
Oh, I'm feeling excellent. So much fun, so much excitement. We've been cheering for a couple hours now. It's been a lot of fun.
How many times have you seen Steve?
We saw him once, but
How'd
we've been
he
out for
look?
a couple hours just waiting. He looked so excited. He's having a blast. He saw us, got high fives,
Woo!
got some great photos with him, of him.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
First marathon? For his.
Yes, his first marathon.
Wow. What inspired him to run a marathon?
I don't actually know. Do you know what inspired him to run the marathon? Wow. His wife, Laura, inspired him.
This is a shout out to Laura.
All great things that he does are for Laura.
Is he an older brother or a younger brother?
He's my younger brother.
Is he going to inspire his older sister to run a marathon?
Maybe not a marathon, but maybe a 5K.
Oh, we love a 5K. A good start to moving your feet in one foot in front of
Right?
the
Because
other.
then when you get tired, it's done.
Yes, absolutely. Anything that's impressed you about your brother's performance in his training or what he's done to persevere to get here?
Yeah, so he qualified for the marathon doing the New York road race.
Oh.
So he was not really a strong runner before, and he just put so much commitment in to run all of the races to qualify, and then the training plan. And I've been really impressed by him. Really
That's
proud.
awesome. Anything that surprised you? Something that
No.
you think that he would be
I
able
think
to
that he's
do?
capable of everything. So
Oh.
I'm not necessarily surprised, just really happy and proud of him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Can you say that sentence one more time so I don't interrupt you?
I don't even know what I just
I
said.
said you're really proud of him.
Oh, I'm really proud of him. I don't think there's anything he can't do.
That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, we're now gonna. What was the wife's name again?
Laura.
Laura. Laura, do you want to be on a podcast? All you have to do is answer like 12 questions. I made that number up. I'll ask you to.
I was kidding.
Oh,
I'm not a
that's okay. What does it feel like to be the wife of a runner, though?
It feels both exciting and relieving because it's been a long journey to get here. It's
What
been
it-
a long 4 months.
What have been identify one high and one low?
The low has been the fact that because he's so dedicated, we haven't spent as much time together. But the high was seeing him just now and the excitement.
So I have. Can you repeat that? I interrupted you. Can you repeat that the high one more time?
The high was seeing him just now. His excitement was so palpable. It was
So I have to tell our listeners that you created t-shirts. Why did you create t-shirts, and what inspired you to create these very cool I Believe in Steve t-shirts?
I was inspired by just previous years and seeing how people go all out. I wanted to be part of it, have the New Year's spirit, get people excited, and I want other people to cheer for Steve too.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, last second to last question. What would you tell other WAGs of runners? A piece of advice, something to watch out for, how you kept calm and strong during the training block?
Keep a sense of humor and operate as a team. So we're doing this, we're doing that, and yeah, make your partner laugh every day. It's great to be a WAG.
That is absolutely beautiful. Last question. Has he inspired you to run a marathon?
Absolutely not. But he has definitely inspired me to reach my goals and just go for it. You know, it's never too late. First marathon was 33, and that's amazing. So we'll see what I do next.
He's young. He's got sexy legs. He's going to do it again.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 1,000%.
Nicely done, Eric. 3 incredible
Thank you.
interviews on the street moments with family, friends, and randoms from New Jersey who honestly, like, I loved everything about that interview. It was, like I said, you hear that from everyone. It really does sum up, I think, the larger vibe, how friends and family and support those runners, how that there's even still just this disbelief that these folks are actually about to partake in something as major as the New York City Marathon. And then I love the way that you weave in, of course, your question there at the end about whether or not this inspires them, because everyone's like, no. But I guarantee you that at least one of those many will be running a marathon, most likely in 5 years. This will inspire them.
I think it was Laura, Laura or Megan in that last interview, but they said it's not going to inspire me to. I think it was the sister, not inspire me to run, but maybe it's going to inspire me to do something in my life that I'll go out of the box and out of my comfort zone. And honestly, that's all we could ask for. Like, you don't have to be a runner, but if you're going to go do something in your, like, what you like, what you like to do, or one of your hobbies, and you're going to, push yourself to go a little bit further in something that you do, that's beautiful. And Eric, I was talking to you before we started. I want like 15 more of these interviews. I want like a weekly or a monthly segment where you're just like running in the park with us, and we just stop random people and say, what's going on here? I'll join you for those.
We can do those.
I love that idea. We have to make that work. That could be our
Maybe
New Year's
a beer
resolution.
and an interview. You hand out the beers, Eric does the interview, and we just roll with it.
At races, yeah. For races, we could definitely do that. But I'm talking about, I want to get some runners involved too. Yeah,
well, let's incorporate more of this. But we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Eric.
Yeah.
We hope and we look forward to your next reporting.
Absolutely. It might even just be this weekend at the Ted Corbett, or in 2 weeks or 3 weeks now, I think, excuse me, at the Ted Corbett 15K. Who knows? I might bring my microphone there anyway.
I think I have to dust off my microphone too and bring it, just so we can tag team a couple of interviewers. And I think that I could end on this, like, where it's definitely a good segue to get some more WAGs on the podcast, Greg. You have Monica that was in the shadows just now. You have
your lovely wife,
Rebecca.
that we have Monica and Rebecca take over hosting duties for that episode.
For one, yeah, they may be able to work the equipment a little bit better than you, Greg.
I mean, no one's going to see this. I mean, other than this virtual screen imagery here. Anyways, look, we're going to end it there. And this is obviously part of, hopefully, a larger episode. But thank you very much, Eric. And for Race Days and IPAs, this is Greg.
And I'm Aaron.
And Aaron. There we go.
I'm
yeah.
Eric.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye.